Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we are checking out knives that have shocking prices. These are knives that you would think cost more money than they do. Starting it off, we have the Kubi tidiest. Now, here's the thing. I got it for about 95 bucks. This is full titanium, contoured titanium with micro milling. Very, very well done. Titanium hardware, titanium clip. Extremely well done. 14C 28M blade steel. I personally love that blade steel. It's more of a mid-grade steel, but the price is phenomenal for what you're getting. Now, here's the thing though, is that they are like $120 now. But if you wait around and if you check often, Kubi does do sales on their knives like pretty often. So you're gonna be able to get this again at some point for less than $100. But you know, I don't know how long that'll be or when they will do it, but it does come in multiple different colors. So there's a lot of flavors and options, and it has amazing action. And there's even a more affordable version of this that's a G10 version with steel liners. This is their premium version. Next is the CJRB Echo. Now, not this exact one, but it's just like this one, the full titanium one. For like 80 bucks, right around there, 70, 80 bucks, you can get titanium and ARPM9 steel. So that's a phenomenal price considering you're getting titanium. Now, the way they're able to keep that price down is these are nice, these are just flat slabs, right? This one's steel, but it's the same thing that you get with the titanium. They're just flat slabs, so there's no contouring or micro milling or anything. I do believe there's weight relieving on the inside of the titanium ones. I'm not 100% on that. But the point is though, is that for what you're getting, that is a phenomenal price. And this is a phenomenal knife. But if you want to save even more money, for under $60, you can get this version right here, which is going to be very similar to the titanium one, except for it has stainless steel instead of titanium. So it's going to be a bit heavier, you know, and stainless steel has the potential to corrode. Now, you know, I think this is a pretty good stainless steel, so I don't think it's likely, you know, as long as you're taking care of it, but it can happen. And this is magnetic. But let's get to the next one. The next one is the Maxace Black Mirror. You're getting M390 steel, titanium frame lock, titanium mill pocket clip and backspacer, steel lock bar insert. Phenomenal action. So far, all the knives we've shown do have ceramic caged bearings, by the way, so they're all very smooth with amazing action. This is $142. $142 for M390 and titanium. Now, some people would argue, well, it's soft M390. And I would say, yeah, it is. But that doesn't stop it from still being a phenomenal deal. You're still getting the corrosion resistance from the M390, the toughness, and then good edge retention. Now, it's not going to be as good as it could possibly be if it was harder M390, but it's going to be just fine for most people, and to be honest, most people won't even know the difference. Next is the Am8 Morad. Now this is 160 bucks for S90V micro milled titanium, beautifully well done micro milled titanium, and a really good look. This is a nice simple look. It's very fidgety. This front flipper is exactly the way you want a front flipper to work. And then it has the fuller for the reverse flick. Very comfortable in the hand. It's just an all-around great EDC knife. Now, I will be honest that my favorite one right now from Am8 or Morad is the FLIX 2, the Am8 FLIX 2. Now, the original FLIX didn't have all the way through hole. It had only a groove on this side for you to reverse flick. But the front flipper on this, everything's better about this one. Every detail is better on this one. Now, this one's S90V as well, but it is a bit more expensive than this one. But there's more work that's been done. You have the different color patterns too. You don't have to get this color carbon fiber. There's the copper one, and then other versions. Very heavy micro milling, like this is very deep. Titanium pot clip and backspacer. Same with this one. I do think this clip works a little bit better than this one, but the front flipping action and the reverse flicking action are phenomenal with this. Amazing, amazing ergonomics. Doesn't matter what direction you're holding it. Yes, this is my favorite knife from them at the moment, but this is like $190, $189, something like that. So for this one, you're getting for $160 with a lot of the similarities, just, you know, without some of the extra work. And that's how they cut the price down, but a great price, phenomenal price. Now this one, we're gonna step the price up just a little bit, but hear me out. The RAINE, the KIRBY Lambert RAINE. First of all, to get a KIRBY Lambert custom is very expensive. Next, to get Rehats, this is made by Rehat, to get this level of quality from Rehat is normally $350 or more. That's normally what it is. This is a heavy duty blade. This is a hard use knife or tactical knife, whatever you want to call it. It has a very robust, very thick blade stock, very thick tip. You're not going to have to worry about breaking the tip, yet it has a nice hollow grind. So it also slices really good. Then you have a titanium bolster lock with this burlap micarta, but there's all different kinds of versions. There's fat carbon fiber. There's tons of different options with this one. But the blade still's S35VN. So that's one way they kept the price down. But regardless, I have knives from Rehat that have lesser steel for more money. So let's be clear, this is a phenomenal price. Then listen to the acoustics. I don't know if it'll come over the mic. Maybe it won't come over the mic, but it almost sounds like fingers or like marbles clacking together. It sounds great. I love the acoustics. I love the flipper tab. It gives you a point where you can really build up pressure for the push button. Now you can light switch it too from the top of it, but it really likes that push button. It works great too. Very comfortable in the hand. Titanium milled pocket clip and then a see-through backspacer in the handle material that it comes with, or whichever one you pick. But the blade finish is this almost mirrored stonewash. This is something that Spyderco was doing back in the day, or still does, on certain knives like on the Slish Bowie. It's very similar to that, and everybody loved it, and I love it too. It really hides the wear and tear and the scratches, and it actually cuts kind of good too, because it's got a slick surface. So yes, the KIRBY Lambert RAINE, I think for around 250 bucks, starting at around 250 bucks, is almost unbeatable when you're talking about where it came from. Now, another company, Pena, the X Series, they are done by Rehat too. Now, they have a bunch of these, not this exact one right here because this is a mini, but you can get a whole bunch of them right now, different kinds from Blade HQ. I'll have them all linked down in the description. Everything from this video will be linked in the description. That is like $180 to $200. So again, we're talking about Rehat M390 steel, amazing front flipping action. Just check out the list. There's a bunch of different ones, different blade shapes, different handle materials, and for between $180 and $200 to get a Pena, man, that's a really good deal, especially considering it's Rehat making them. So you're getting as close as you can get to the actual custom work that Pena does, because their custom knives are obviously much more expensive. So anyways, yeah, phenomenal price. And if you know, at one point Penas were like super popular. Not saying they're not still popular, because they are, but I'm just saying like they wouldn't stay on the shelf. You know, now they've been out for a little bit. So, and then next I want to talk about the Penguin. So the QSP Penguin. This is a knife that comes in so many different options. Now, this one in particular is like $180 for 20 CV and titanium, but you can get titanium and S35VN for like $100. You can get the Damascus ones. Like, there's so many different price tags. I don't want to sit here and list them all, but depending on the size you can get the minis for more affordable. I think you can get like a full Damascus mini for like $160 with Damascus. And I think it's S35VM. So, you know, not much of a lesser steel than M390. This is my favorite one, I'll be honest, and it is the most expensive one. But as far as, you know, as far as sizes go and materials, because there is Damascus ones that are more expensive than this. So it's not the most expensive one, but this is my favorite one, the Plus, the Penguin Plus for like 180 bucks. But considering the other ones though, it's kind of a no-brainer, you know, when you're talking about, even though I know they're just flat slabs of titanium, so that's how they keep the price down on those other ones. But when you're talking about 154 cm, flat slabs of titanium for around like 95 bucks, and then S35 ones for like 100 bucks, 110 bucks, something like that, that's a really good deal. And then when you consider how good of a knife this is such a good knife. This Wharncliffe, it's kind of a mixture between a sheep's foot and a Wharncliffe, but let's call it a Wharncliffe, is so useful for EDC and just for cutting purposes. There's a reason why they make so many different versions of this. It's super popular. Now, really quick, I want to go through a few knives that I don't have, or I do have some, but let's talk about them really quick. The WE Stonefish, which is a Mike Emler design. That used to be a $250 knife. It's on sale right now for $130. That is a tactical fixed blade in 20 CV. I think it's M390 or 20 CV, one of the two. But considering, I know some people would say, oh, well, they're running their steels a little bit soft or whatever. When you're talking about a tactical fixed blade, that's actually the perfect HRC you'd want to see it with on that knife. So it's actually a perfect application for their HRC on that steel is on the WE Stonefish. So the WE Stonefish for $130, I think that's a phenomenal price. Next is the WE PRIMORIS, which is 20 CV in titanium. Normally, I think it was like 250 or something like that, right around there. You can get it for 150 bucks right now. $150, 20 CV in titanium, done by WE. WE Knife Co. does a really good job. Next, the WE SAAKSHI, a titanium liner lock, comes in different handle materials, but it is a titanium liner lock, and it has a 20 CV blade for $140, or starting at $140. You know, there's a couple different prices probably depending on the materials, but 140 bucks, that's awesome. And it has a nice fuller on it, great reverse flicking action. It's just a phenomenal knife. Next is, and I do have this one, I just didn't pull it out, the WHARNTAC. The WHARNTAC from Precision Knife Works. 250 bucks. Now they originally go for like 287, something like that, 287 to 300, basically 300 bucks. But you can get it right now for 250 bucks. And it comes with a hollow grind, but you could get a full hollow grind and he'll do a regrind on it for like 300, 315, something like that. So not a bad deal, but let's just say just for the $250 one, what a great knife. The Wharncliffe blade gives you real precision. I mean, this thing is a precision beast, and the quality is there. It's an amazing knife, and well worth the $250 price tag. There you guys go. A list of a bunch of knives that are not only really good knives. So I want to make this clear. I listed these knives based off of how awesome they are. Like, these are awesome knives. Not saying they were ranked in order or anything. I'm just saying I didn't pick knives that were just affordable just because. All these knives are great knives. They just happen to have a good price tag as well. So work hard, stay tough. You know society's relying on you. Until next time, peace.